Thank you guys for taking the time to come out to chat with me quickly. I want to talk about the program itself, some of the equipment, some of the safety stuff that we will be doing as this program goes on. So you guys kind of saw how the program starts. You're going to come in every week, your name tags are going to be on the table down here, and then you'll get your kids ready in whatever the assignment is that day. Your kids are gonna come and get on the ice down here. We have a class on right before, so we're trying to keep it cycling in and out as easy as possible. You guys are going to see that the kids do everything pretty much together at the beginning. Anyone who hasn't skated with us before, they're gonna do the warm-up out here in the lobby, and then they're gonna go get on with the class about 5 minutes after that start. They're gonna stay in the center of the ice until they're moving. So we keep them kind of contained. They're there for the duration of that session. Everybody else is going to do a group warm-up together, and then the ship whistle will blow, and their name tags have their sticker color on it. That's going to tell them what group to go to. We have a flag that corresponds with that sticker color. So anybody who's not really moving usually has an emoji sticker. That's our pre-can. Everybody else has a colored sticker that tells them where they're going. We have 3 group lessons during this session time. So you will hear the ship whistle blow after the group warm up. The kids will go to their first station. They'll be there for approximately 10 minutes. We have another whistle go. They do what's called the fast track around the outside of the arena, and then they go to their next group, which will be with a new coach. And they'll do that 3 times before we do our group cool down together. The coaches out here, we are mandated by Skate Canada. That's our national office. That's why we have certain rules that we have to follow. We're above the gold standard. Our program's really good. Part of that is because of the type of staffing that we do. You guys have access to a lot of Skate Canada certified coaches on these programs. And then we also try to stack up lots of assistants to help us. So those are our junior coaches. Our Skate Canada certified coaches, they are going to have at least 2 lessons each week with those coaches at each of those station rotations. We are going to do 3 weeks of teaching stations at our ABCs, agility, balance, and control. This is going to give the kids a chance to familiarize themselves with some of the skill sets required to pass each level. So we have stage 1 through approximately 5 here on our Canskate program. Now we do things a little bit differently. So when we start doing our assessments on week 4, you may find that your child's coming home with multiple ribbons. This means that they are doing the skills from our stage 1 and our stage 2. So this is why we don't ask you to register in a stage at our program. It's not like swimming lessons where you have to go register for your level 3 and that's where they stay the whole time. We are giving them a chance to explore skills from multiple levels at one time. So this allows them to progress very quickly on the things that they're already very comfortable with and understanding really well, but gives them more time to work on things generally backwards, and stopping takes a little bit longer. You may find that they get a few ribbons from different levels before they've achieved the overall badge for, say, stage 1. Anytime we do our assessments, we are going to put them into the uplifter system where you registered. That's how you can check to see what they've been assessed on. That being said, there is going to be some movement this first few weeks of kids being placed in different groups, so they may have a sticker color that changes for the next week. That's just us trying to get them into a group that is of similar skating ability to them. Anytime they get a ribbon, they're gonna put this out here with our envelopes. Will go underneath the name tags. That's how you know what your skater is achieving. Everybody takes their own timeline. So don't compare, don't worry. If there's something that's not working, we'll try and figure out what it is, but there are kids who are super fearless and there are kids who are super cautious, and lots of different learning levels. So the program itself is about 40 minutes. We'll come off the ice in the same place that we got on. Let's talk about equipment and clothing. We are dressed for skating. So we dress in layers. So long sleeve shirts, sweatshirts, vests, zip-up jackets, those sort of things are all great. And then the pants layered, no denim, does not conduct heat well. And make sure that they have slim-fitting pants. They don't catch their feet in their pants and fall. That's a safety issue for us. Make sure they have gloves. Gloves are not just for keeping heat in their hands, they're also protection for the kids against ice burn or other blades. Hair please tied back underneath their helmets. Tie them back low. Don't put helmets on over top of braids that have baubles on the top because it hurts their head. This is not a sport-specific program. This is a learn to skate program. So that being said, we don't require you to have specific skates at this level. It can be hockey skates, figure skates, either are fine. The only ones I'm not fond of are the plastic molded skates that have the buckles on them. They can't feel their foot as well in those kind of skate, and it does not mold to the foot very well. What we do ask is that the fit is good. So we want to make sure that the ankles are supported well. So to do that, you want to tie the skates very tightly all the way to the ankle bone. You don't want to be able to put your fingers underneath the laces in the main part of the foot. When you tie them up to the top, you should be able to put about 2 fingers down the front. If the laces are too long, rather than wrapping them around the boot, don't do that. Cut the laces, tape the edge of them, and then tuck them in underneath their pants. That one's really important. When you guys get off the ice today, you're gonna wanna have a towel or a mitt. You're gonna wanna wipe your blades really clean, and then you wanna store all your skates in a soft cloth guard, just like that guy. These are not for walking in, these are to keep your blades from rusting. For walking around the rink, we always have our second pair of hard guards. Please do not store your child's skates in these guards because it will mean you need to take a trip to get them sharpened. It will rust the bottom of the blade, and that is next to impossible to skate on. For sharpenings, probably once a month. Hockey skates and rec skates can go pretty much anywhere in the city that has a skate sharpener. If you are putting your child in with the idea they're gonna go on to figure skating and they have a figure skate, please visit the skate lab or professional skate service. That's the only place that knows how to do proper sharpening in Calgary for figure skates. Let's talk about emergencies. So if for some reason we need to leave the ice, we're going to take the kids through these double doors out into the parking lot. If we can't get through these lobby doors, we're gonna go out that skinny little southeast corner door by the windows. You guys will be making a trip to the skate sharpener after because we will not have time to put guards on. If there's an emergency in the stands, please do let the arena guys know as well. We have a first aid and AED kit just on the wall over here on the pillar. For on-ice emergency, if we have a child that falls, generally it's just a shock factor. They might come home with a bruise. That's pretty typical, but most of the time we just have to calm them down and make them feel comfortable. If they do for some reason need medical attention, we do keep a first aid kit in our music room area. That's why I keep that space clear. We need to be able to access that. We'll take them over there. If it's something that requires a trip for stitches, it doesn't happen often, but I'm not gonna lie, it has happened. We need a parent to be on site at all times in case of that situation, and we will tell you to take them to the doctor. Other than that, I hope you guys have a great time out here and looking forward to seeing what your kids all do. So welcome to Cal Alta.